Well, hello, and welcome to the Mills Connection Show. I'm your host, Carla Mills Tatum. Today's show is a man's perspective on relationships. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning into the Mills Connection Show. Today's topic is a man's perspective on relationships. What we're going to do a little different today is whenever I watch television, I always see women talking about their man this and their man that. But what we're talking about today is the men. They're going to give us real talk and what really is going on and why relationships just aren't working. And also, the Mills Connection Show, our goal is to educate, empower, and to enlighten you. So stay tuned because you will be enlightened. First of all, I have Pacino, and I have DJ Doc Dice.
What's good, Carla?
What's good?
Well, I love this topic. Thanks for calling me out on this one.
Well, before we started filming, you were telling me about when you're at work and you guys are just women, of course, are always talking about different things. What are the women saying at work?
Well, one thing that I find interesting is that when a woman wants to make herself more attractive than what she naturally is, she consults with her girlfriends. Okay, that's fine if that's your only circle and that's all you're interested in is your female friend's opinion. But if you're trying to attract a man, I think you need a male's perspective. That could be your brother, that could be your dad, it could be a friend, somebody you went to school with, or somebody that you're attracted to. Your girl can't give you the answer that you need to attract that man.
Pacino, what do you think about that?
Well, he's right, actually. And you know, most of the time, your girlfriends are going to be hating on you anyway. They're going to be hating on who you have. You know, they're going to be trying to get over there to see who's in your house, you know, who asked you to go to dinner, you know. So if she don't have what you have insofar as this man, she might be hating on you. Girl, you don't need him, this, that, and other, this, you know. And I think he's exactly right. I think bad advice is being given, you know, on purpose at times. But if you want to know something about me, come to me and ask me.
All right, let's take it back to the very beginning. All right, you guys, when you meet a woman, what attracts you? What can a woman do to get either of you?
You're going to take that.
Well, we couldn't wait for the cameras to get started because we wanted to get this moving.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, you feel it? So, to be honest with you, my attraction is in the eyes. The eyes are the mirror image to your soul. You know, so when you look in someone's eyes, you see who they are if you are really in touch with yourself. So when you see that, then you can pretty much say, okay, that's not someone. And you can always see how they look back at you. You know, I looked at one of your friends today, and she has pretty eyes. You know what I mean? So when you see that, that's one of the first things that you hone in on for me. You know what I mean? Of course, all the other candy that comes with it, you know what I mean? But for me, it's the eyes.
All right. Matthew?
For me, it's very close to what he's saying, but basically, if I approach a woman, I don't need to be feeling like I have to start breaking down walls to get to her. Because she's telling me to step back. And if she's attracted to me, if she's interested in me, she needs to let me know that. She don't have to say it, but be inviting. Because I'm not intimidated by no means, but I'm not the type who's going to bother somebody who don't look like they want to be bothered. And I'm probably reading them wrong. But if they look closed, then 9 times out of 10, first thing come out my mouth don't sound like exactly the way she wanted to sound. She's like, yep, I thought just like everybody else, you just a dog.
But see, that's that cat and mouse, though. See, a lot of times women want us to, you know, ask their name, and then they'll try to play that role like I don't really want to talk to you.
Yeah.
But you've been staring at me for the past 15 minutes, so
right.
you know, come on, make a move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't. They're like, you know, they want a man to go extra, or show me that you're interested in me. Because if you're really interested, you're going to try to get my name. And if I don't give it to you, you're going to try to get it again. They want. I just don't play games like that. You know what I mean? Personally, you know, I'm like Matthew.
I think one of my biggest problems, my personal biggest problem, is if I'm attracted enough to the female, I'm going to forget about all of the rules.
Okay.
And the rules have been there before me, so they apply to me as well. But if I'm interested enough, I'm going to try a few different things and try to see. Because it's like you said, cat and mouse. It's a game anyway, and men are natural hunters. So until I got your attention the way I want it, I'm not going to step off unless you tell me to step off. So I'm not, like I said before, I'm not intimidated.
Okay. All right, I got another question. When I talk to women, of course, my girlfriends, everybody wants to get married. It seems like women, I know,
Right.
my girlfriends want a husband, but men, they don't want a wife. And I mean, I had a man tell me we don't need a woman but for one thing.
Mm.
So how does a woman get a husband?
How does a woman get a husband? Okay, that's easy. She has to be herself, number one. She has to know who she is. She will attract her husband. A man don't have no defense from his wife. Once he meets her, once she meets him, bam, it happens. And he don't have any control of it. You don't have no control of it. Animals don't seem to have that problem.
They don't.
It's just natural. Right. Everything is like the smarter we get, the dumber we get. We have lost our instincts, and we just push the person is for us, we push them away.
I believe that. That's powerful. Okay, but when, on the other hand, a lot of people are actresses. Sometimes, and I'm speaking for myself, a lot of times I got so many personalities. It might be a Monday, Tuesday.
Right.
I might be 5 different people in 1 week. I don't know myself. That's what I've been told.
But see, that's the problem.
So if I don't know myself.
That's the problem. That what you're saying right there. So if you say you don't know yourself, how can he get to know you?
Wow.
You understand? So when you talk about a man marrying a woman and saying, would you be my wife? You know, there are so many different things that she has within her.
That's right.
That when I get to know this, then guess what? 30 days later, that's coming.
Yeah.
And then guess what? That's coming. You know, so it is a time limit that, you know, a woman should give a man. But then at the same time, you know, we need to give y'all too. Because our goals ain't matched up.
Yeah, because when I say, first of all, let me explain something. When I said I'm 5 different people, I'm just saying when women have periods, they have different cycles. That changes. You know, that's just life, the way God made us. Sometimes we don't feel good. Yeah. We might be a, you know what, not that we want to be, you know. And then I also look at women that are pregnant. Men seem to cheat when women are pregnant. I mean, that's supposed to be the most beautiful time in a woman's life, so they say. But in my lifetime, the men that I know have always cheated on women. Oh, God, she's big, she's fat. You know,
that man is not in love with that woman then. Because she just gave you something else to love about her. And you went and cheated on something else is going on.
Okay.
Yeah, something else is going on.
All right, well, here it brings us to the next question. Steve Harvey. I'm going to talk about Steve Harvey's book.
Okay.
He said that the problem why women can't get men and the reason why they're having all these problems is because they're giving away things too quick. He said, first of all, when he started a job, it takes 90 days to get insurance. When you go to buy a car, a lot of times you have 30 or 60 days to return the car. So why are we giving up ourselves so quickly? And why are you guys accepting it? It seems like, you know, women feel nowadays, because of the videos and what's going on in the world, everybody thinks that if I shake my, I'm going to get something. How come no one understands that that's not how it works?
Well, unfortunately, it's just like I made the example before of, okay, let's say I want a 5.0 Mustang. Can't afford the 5.0 Mustang. But he sells me an LX. The dealer sells me a car that looks just like it. And if you were to pull up at a light, somebody would think that you had that as long as you don't rev it up. And that's good enough for us. Unfortunately, because we're so easy to please. That's good enough for us. It looks like the 5.0. When we know that we don't have enough quality about ourselves, maybe, to wait until we can afford that 5.0, so we settle. The problem is, to answer your question, is there's just so much competition, especially in the state of Georgia. And I think that's the bitterness of the women out here. They know that it's like 10 to 1. So what you won't do, this one will. And it's not a respect thing. It's that cat and mouse thing again. It goes back to the hunt.
But I still think that as a woman, I mean, they keep saying it's 10 to 1, 12 to 1. I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the women that I know, they don't care about that sort of thing. I mean, if you are a real woman, you can attract you a man.
That's right.
Straight up. That's just how I feel.
But listen, here's a situation when you talk about, you know, attracting a man, it's the law of attraction. You know, if you are saying one thing and doing another thing, you're going to attract what you're doing, not so much what you're saying. You know, a lot of times you have to be in tune and know what you're putting out there to your girlfriends. Get on the phone, girl, he was this, that, and other. You are hard with that. That's emotional. When you take your emotions and put your emotions out there, you're going to get that back. The more you focus in on something, you get it back. You know, and you could be saying this over here, oh, I want a husband, I want a good man. But then on the flip side, you go into the club and you meeting the man because he drove up in a Benz or whatever.
Yo, y'all don't want to miss this. Part 2 is just getting more and more heated. Keep your eyes and your ears